Hello, welcome, Tyra with In the Spotlight.
And Julia within the spotlight. How are you today, Tyra?
Good. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, how's the weather over there?
Oh, we're doing okay.
Cool.
So something I want to get started with, if you haven't been with StreamYard and you want to make comments, you need to give them can't even say my words, permission. And we'll be able to see your comments. We won't probably interact, but we would love to hear your comments. The other thing we wanted to add is if you have a couple questions for our guests, we may take a few questions. We'll see how that plays out. But I do want to make something very clear. If you haven't heard from about ONPASSIVE, this is really a time-sensitive situation because we're going to be launching to the public very soon, and it would be to your advantage to join ONPASSIVE. What would you say to that, Julia?
Yeah, and it's only for 97 US dollars. So we're in Canada, so it's a little bit higher. If you're in the UK, it's a little bit lower. So, and you know what? It's a lifetime guarantee. It's not a 30-day guarantee. It's lifetime guarantee money back. So, I mean, get in. It's the time.
Yeah.
Right time, right place.
Yeah, for sure. Really check it out. You can also find our company website on onpassive.com. We have tons of our products that are coming out, lots of information about the company. So do check that out on onpassive.com. So let's get right at it because we are really happy to be able to welcome Andy Berks. Hi, Andy.
Hi.
Nice to see you today. Andy,
how you doing, guys?
You're from the UK.
I am, for my shame.
Yeah, a financial advisor since the 80s. Is that correct?
Oh my God, yeah, that's just tells everyone I'm really old. Thanks very much.
Oh, sorry about that. He's very young. He started at a very young age. We'll say
yeah, 10.
And you have been with ONPASSIVE since 2020.
Yep.
And you're also a part of the UK Ireland with their leadership team, helping build that end of it, right?
Yes. Great fun.
That's
lovely bunch of guys too.
That's awesome. Yeah, and
we each have an element that we can bring to the team. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting, to see ONPASSIVE is really permeating every country around the globe, and that is so exciting.
It is. Definitely. It's totally exciting to watch.
So Andy, we're going to jump right in and we're going to start off with your age-old career. And I'm going to say free advice.
Advice.
As a financial advisor, there's a lot of things that over the years. You've learned a few things. How do you see ONPASSIVE as being an advantage, say, for someone to add to their portfolio? Can you tie any of that together? Do you feel it could be tied together?
Let me put it another way. I've offered retirement planning to thousands of clients over the last 35 years, where you put an element or a percentage of your income away each and every month in order to build a pot so that when you take retirement, you can then draw from that pot bit by bit. Since coming across ONPASSIVE, that is no longer the case. Why would I? At the end of the day, if you're paying in, the guys in the Middle East, for instance, paying $1,000 a month for 20 years, have a pot of $1 million odd to play with, take an income of 50,000, that's after 20 years. You pay $97, or in the UK, £75. And it builds a business for you.
That's
not $1,000 a month for 20 years, which is $240,000 dollars over that period of time. 97. So yeah. Why would I offer a retirement plan ever again? You don't need it.
Yes.
Right.
You said
And
it.
so you touched on passive as a financial advisor. So for anybody else out there, how would on passive help a person who already owns a business like yourself, or be whether you're a contractor or otherwise? How would it help that person to succeed?
Okay, well, again, if I relate it to what happened to me, so we help a lot of expats in the US, so
Okay.
British expats that move to the US, and they transfer their pension so that they can be more easily looked after. So what I was trying to do. Obviously, with the COVID in the UK and the problems we've got around the globe, it was more and more difficult for us to obtain leads for our business. So initially, what I was trying to do was to put together my own form of advertising to boost that business, boost the leads. So I looked at putting an autoresponder together with a Facebook advertisement and putting together a capture page. I had no clue. I'm a figures guy. I haven't got a clue. So I read some books and thought, now I'm even more confused. But while I was doing this, I came across ONPASSIVE, and it said 100% automated, done for you. And it was talking about, and it was one of Marty's advertisements, funnily enough. So I'd never listened to anybody, hadn't seen any of Mike's videos or anything like that. It just said 100% automated, $97, money back guarantee. um, and I looked at a few of the details that I could find on YouTube, looked at some reviews and thought, right, I'm in. End of story. And then as time went on, it kind of took me 4 months really to kind of, all right, well, I've signed up for this, and I want to know when it launches, because obviously I want more leads for my business. So I kind of, all right, let's have a little look. So I started looking at more and more of the videos, and then the light bulb comes on, and you go, oh my God, why is it taking me 4 months to realize what this is all about? So very shortly, well, let's put it this way, as soon as ONPASSIVE launches, the financial services is gone. And this is it. I don't need anything else. But that's why I got into it in the first place, the lead generation system. So from a business perspective, pretty much any business that's out there that either advertises for themselves, is in a niche market, is a marketing affiliate, a YouTuber, a small business, a large business, a one-man band, it doesn't matter. ONPASSIVE's got something for everybody. And if you don't have a business and don't know how to set a business up, then let ONPASSIVE do it for you, because they're going to do it for me, because I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're going to abandon the financial aspect of it, and you're going to use ONPASSIVE as a standalone business. So
yeah, I have a partner in the States who's another Brit, and I bought a number of positions, but there's one for the business in the US, and I've got him in, so he's got one for his business in the US as well, or our business in the US. The rest of them are for me and my family. So from the point of view of carrying on, once he's in a position and he's got more leads coming through, then I'm just going to say thanks very much, but I'm off. Yeah, you're on your own. So yeah.
Well, I have to jump in, and this is the place where you all push your desk back, your chair back, and you stand up and seriously do the happy dance. I've been threatening to figure out a happy dance, an ONPASSIVE happy dance, because holy Toledo, like this is just, it's mind-boggling.
It's I mean, I've got 2 left feet, so you won't see me dance, but yeah,
we usually only dress up,
that's right, I've got pants on. Oh no, you can, the Americans call it pants. No, I've just got my underwear on. You're all right, so I'm not standing up. This is my Zoom outfit. Yeah.
Oh God.
No, over the years, I've worked for various different companies over the years in various different locations, and you're promised the earth, money under management, etc. And I've over the last 35 years, I've put on well over $100 million or 100 million sterling under management, and realistically, the income that I would have been able to or should have had from that would have given me a retirement income, and I could have retired 5 years ago, but all of the companies cut you dead. Sorry, you're out, gone, and you lose what you put together. So this is for me an absolute godsend.
Oh, wonderful.
Totally.
That.
So then we can kind of tie that. How can I say it? With what you said, basically, and we've heard this often. We've heard this from many leaders. We've heard this from Ash Mufareh himself, our CEO, that ONPASSIVE will force you to succeed.
Yep.
You want to try
Absolutely.
to stay as calm as you can and explain that.
There are two ways you can go with this. You can be passive or active. Passive means that you let the company do the work for you. So in effect, what they do is they will set up a website for you. They will then use a daily sales funnel, an autoresponder, send out the traffic to your website that they've set up for you, and then close the sale. So when they close that sale and the customer comes underneath you, it becomes or forms part of your group.
Right.
And the company intends to do cycles, or so we understand from Ash. So every cycle it does, it should add 3 new customers to each and every founder that's in there. So in effect, your team grows. So if you're not passive, you do or you're not active, you do just absolutely nothing. It goes you plus 3, that's 4. Times 3 is 12, plus the 4, 16, and so on. So for the first year, after 4 cycles, if each cycle took 3 months to complete, you've done 4 cycles in the year. At the end of the year, you have 256 people in your or customers in your group. Yeah, and
Okay.
you earn from that volume of customers. Now, ultimately, the pay structure is proprietary, and really, from a legal perspective, can't be released until such times as we go live. But
Right.
Ash has made it clear that once you've got your 3 direct, then your monthly cost is then covered. Okay,
So
go on.
why would you build a team then? Why would you build?
Well, let's put it this way: you have an income goal that you would like to achieve. Let's call it $10,000 a month. Okay, how quickly do you want to get there? Do you want it to take 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, or would you rather do it in 6 months or a year?
Right.
So, and once you get that light bulb moment, you're going to share this anyway. It just because the light bulb moment says, oh my God, what have I got hold of? And why haven't I told all my friends about this? Oh my God. And you start sending stuff out. Now, from my friends' point of view, they kind of look at you and go, you're nuts. Go away quickly. Yeah. But the time will come. And so I've purchased several positions, if you like, that may assist them in the future. And then it's up to them. So the egg will be on their face, not mine. So yeah.
Exactly.
But once you get that light bulb moment, you can't help but share this about and tell everybody. So from my point of view, I just wanted to cut the time frame and build that business quicker. Now, I'm not a recruiter. And I've traveled all around the globe over the last 25 years, so I have a limited number of people that I can talk to. So I've done the advertising bit, or tried to do the advertising bit, and build the team a little bit that way.
Okay, interesting. It's so fantastic. I'm just speechless right now. It sounds so great. But I do have a question for you. Now with ONPASSIVE, there's about 50 products or so, maybe more. And Tyra was telling me earlier that there's physical products coming. Now, do these products of ONPASSIVE have longevity? That's what a lot of people ask me. Do they have longevity?
It's one of the key factors when looking at any business. You see a lot of these opportunities on the in the marketplace, and you join a business, and after 2 years, the company's gone under. Bottom line is the products that have been created so far have been in operation in the internet space for a number of years. We've simply designed something that is far superior to what's available currently. No data is going to be sold to any body that makes the company what it is, like Facebook. The only reason Facebook is worth the money is because the data it collects. So no data being sold, and security. So unlike Facebook, which is constantly being hacked, or constantly having people set up false accounts, etc., for whatever reason, whether it be advertising or whatever, you can't do that with ONPASSIVE. And we saw earlier on in the year 500 million. Telegraph reached 500 million customers in a very short space of time. I think it was 500 million. I'm not sure, but they reached this pinnacle in a very short period of time because WhatsApp decided to change their privacy laws. And everyone went, hold on a second, I'm not doing that. So you look at ONPASSIVE has got this security, but from a longevity point of view, it's already been made clear that these products are going to consistently have or constantly have further features being added on a regular basis, and new products will come online. The beauty of being a founder is that we get to put our ideas forward. So if we have got a good idea that we can share, Ash might look at it and go, that's a great idea, let's build a product around it. So you never know. But ultimately, as he announced that bombshell last week, we've got this potential physical product coming out. You go, oh, odd. Wow. So we're not just in that. So as far as longevity is concerned, I think that's a no-brainer.
Thank you.
Really something, hey?
Yeah.
Did you have something you want to add, Julia?
No, that was really what I wanted to know about the digital versus the services versus the physical. A lot of people, I don't know about you guys, but they ask me, like, is this just a flyby or is it a longevity thing? So I appreciate the explanation for it.
Yeah, for sure. That's really good. Well, that's quite amazing for ONPASSIVE to be in kind of the data testing or beta testing time now. We haven't gone and launched into the public yet, and to have so many products already lining up, and then a possible physical thing coming, you can only see it blossoming. There's nothing that has come to us that has gone backwards. There's been nothing that's been, oops, oh, sorry, we got to stop for a second, we need to back up. Each of the things have progressively built forward.
If you like, it's like bamboo. Bamboo takes 2 years to come out of the ground, and all of a sudden it goes woof, and shoots up 80 meters in a matter of weeks.
Oh,
but
becomes a weed. It becomes a weed. Yeah.
Well, something that we hear a lot from one of our main leadership members in ONPASSIVE, Michael Williams, he talks a lot about possible figures, possible, what it's going to look like in our 3 months or 6 months, and you've touched on that. And something that he said to me that really, or not to me, but in an interview, that really struck me was he talked about saying to someone, do you know that artificial intelligence can make you wealthy?
That's a good way of putting it, actually.
What would you say to that? Because, in every one of our products, there is artificial intelligence, and it's not copycat. It's been built.
No, it's the next level. Yeah, it's the next level in artificial intelligence. I mean, with the Academy, there is even distraction detection for the kids. So it's the next level. At the end of the day, when everything we use these days has got artificial intelligence attached to it in some way, shape, or form. So you look up online for a T-shirt, and the next thing there's adverts on the right-hand side saying, "Would you want to buy a T-shirt?" Well, it's too late. I've already bought it. I mean, come on. So this is kind of the next level, if you like. It's the next evolving part of the business. So from an artificial intelligence point of view, we've got something that simplifies it for us. So as I said, I'm not a techie, I'm a figures man. So when you try and put together all of these little various components, you go, oh my God, I don't know how to do that. You don't need to. The artificial intelligence does all this for us. Everything's automated, everything's simplified. And when you've got all of these little bits and pieces added in, and then you've got an artificial intelligence system that then, if you're asking questions, it can then detect whether you're annoyed or what mood you're in. Wow. Okay, so we're at the next level. We're way in front of everybody else, and all of the products that have been designed and created have been created from scratch, proprietary. Yeah, and we've got, I believe, 15 odd products that have been patented in the US already. So what I don't understand, and I suppose because I've had that light bulb moment, I shouldn't prejudge, but the vast majority of people that you speak to just don't get it. And I don't understand why they don't get it, because bottom line is you've got 580,000 founders. Ash has already said that in the first year they anticipate taking on around about 100 million customers. All right, so we're 0.5% of the customer base in the first year. Mm-hmm. The marketplace is over 4 billion potential customers, and only 2.5% or 2.4% of that. You go, why aren't you in this? Am I not? Hello, McFly.
Yeah. Well, Andy, I think sometimes people are a little bit shy about it because they've been in other things and they don't know. And which brings me to a question I have for you about competition. A lot of people fear competition, that they go into a business online and they have to compete with other people. So what do you say to that? If someone were to come in as a founder, do I have to compete with somebody else to get the rank, the money, and so on and so forth?
This is the first business I have ever come across in my entire life where everybody wants to help everybody else. We're all in this together. There is no dog eat dog situation. There's no I'm competing with you situation. It's just not there. I sent a message to Bill Must because I struggle to put a video together. I know what I want to say, even though I'm dyslexic, I have difficulty writing it down. But once I've written it down, and I've been through it about 30 times, I've got this script that I want to say, but then I can't put the video together, so I don't know how. So I sent a message to Bill Must and said, I don't know how you do this. Can you give me some pointers, or better still, would you be kind enough to help me put this? No problem. Send the script through. Yeah, exactly. So you go, hold on a minute. Everybody in this business, and there are 570,000 of us, 585,000 of us. There are probably 25 or 30,000 that are really engaged, that know what's going on because they've taken the time to actually look, listen, learn. Right? These people will bend over backwards to help you.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And Andy's referring to Bill, who is part of ONPASSIVE, and he also is a founder. And Andy, you're bang on. I mean, I haven't come across anybody yet that wasn't willing to help me if a question came up, or even with our interviews. We put the word out that we want to interview, and man, people are just jumping in because It is. The system is so set up with ONPASSIVE. I've said it before, and I have to say it again. Many have said, "Well, it's magical," and I said, "You know what? I have to go even further in my mind, because I think what Ash has put together, our CEO, is brilliance, pure brilliance.
Genius. Yeah.
He doesn't win an award of some sort, I would be utterly amazed."
I think people seem to think this $97 to become a founder is madness when you consider what's behind the scenes. And even his managers are now saying, look guys, you really need to raise the price here. You're giving far too much value. And they are right, they are quite right. But anyone in their right mind who is not willing to take a punt on $97, which is a money back guarantee, and then find out about what's going on. It was Richard Branson said that if you get offered a great opportunity, say yes and learn how to do it later. For 75 quid. That's a night out for two in a pub, and we can't even go to the pub at the moment because they're all shut because of COVID. So
Yeah.
where's the it is a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. But no matter how hard you try, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink.
True. Exactly. And I also saw a question here. I think a lot of people are stuck on the soft launch, the hard launch, and when it's actually going to go live. The patience maybe isn't there because they're so used to the other businesses that they were in, whereas show me the money. Can you elaborate on the soft launch, hard launch, and why it's taking so long?
Well, let's think about that. Yeah, I mean, let's think about this for a moment. You've got a tech giant, a unicorn company at launch, right? So you've got 50 products, all being built from the ground up, proprietary, using the latest technology. Yeah, you've got 700 staff working round the clock.
Right.
You have Microsoft, Facebook, Apple started in a garage. One product, released to the market in the US only. This is 50 products being released to the world. Christ, if it takes another 5 years, I don't care. At the end of the day, the man is a genius. Yeah. This is an incredible opportunity to be a part of Apple or Facebook or Google or Microsoft before it launched. Marty's got a wonderful email about the chap that that took his money out of Apple. That's it. Yeah. Got his money back. It would have been worth 100 billion today. 10%. He sold his 10% shares worth $800 or something stupid. What an idiot. Yeah, exactly. What an idiot. For that sort of money, you just let it go. Let it go. People get desperate. I give you that. But there are far more. There's far more opportunity here than with anything else I've ever seen or come across in my 40 odd years of being in a career. It's
right. It's surprising, like what you're saying. Oftentimes people are so nervous about things online, and then they're thinking, well, $97, I mean, really? That, somehow people equate you need to make this massive investment in order for it to be of value. But I'm sure you've been to all the webinars as we have. Do you want to just give us a little bit of your how you feel about what you've heard Ash Mufareh, our CEO, say, and the kind of value that he's offering people?
Okay. This is a great question, or a great point. You have the likes of Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos, etc., who are multi billionaires at the end of the day. Now, Bill Gates supposedly has this Bill Gates Foundation. We won't go into that. But at the end of the day, what this man has done, probably not. I'm not into politics. um, right. So, where was I? Yeah. So you've got this total change of thought process where someone has actually stepped forward and said, "Do you know what? I don't need that. I don't need or want to be a billionaire. I have what I want already." There are
Right.
kids in Africa with no shoes. There are kids in Africa with no water. In India with no water. This is simple. It doesn't take much. It's classic, isn't it? It said for you send £3 a month, and we can create water for a village. So I contacted Portsmouth Water and said, I don't understand that. It cost me £37, and there's only 2 of us in the house. But anyway, but you have this man who once you listen to him for the first time, it only takes that one time. But once you've listened to him first time, you will realize that the man has heart. He is a humanitarian that really does want to help people. At the end of the day, 99% of people that have tried to work online have failed. Look, we've all done it. I've bought various we've all bought various software, etc., and then you buy the first one, and it said this has got all the bells and whistles, and then you click through and it goes, oh, by the way, you can have bells and whistles and you can have the tinsel, and it costs you another, and then you go through again and it's and there's flakes as well. Okay, so it's I don't get that. And at the end of the day, yes, people want to make money, but the vast majority of people don't make money. This man, if you listen to him one time, you listen to any of the back office webinars that we've had, this man speaks from the heart. You can see that, you can hear that in his voice. And again, anyone who hasn't taken the time to listen to him, shame on you.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much. At the end of the day, you will get, or you will understand what this man is all about by simply listening.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, that is so true. That totally was for me when I heard my friend shared ONPASSIVE with me, and I barely watched any of the stuff. I just went to the webinar, and they were talking about this man that is wanting to help, as you said, children without shoes and children drinking dirty water. And it's AI run. I was like, I was stampeding. Sign me up, because I don't need to know anything more than that.
No, it's true though. But we're exactly. But we're all extremely skeptical. People are skeptical.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's only when you engage, when you actually take the time to go, do you know what, that sounds really good, and I'd love to make sure that that's true. Let me see for myself. And there are millions of people looking for a second income at the moment because they're struggling.
Yes.
And what I find incredulous is that none of them seem to want to take the time to actually look at something a little bit deeper, see
Yes.
for themselves, and make their own decision. Yeah, make an informed decision based on fact, not fiction, fact. So you
They're
can't
afraid
help
of
them though. You can't help them.
change.
Well,
Yeah,
everyone's
a
afraid of
lot of people.
change. When you get to my age, the nightmare.
I think I'm the only one. My husband tells me that I'm the only person that loves change. But I mean, I like the adventure. So this has been an absolutely beautiful adventure. Let's just put it that way.
Indeed, it has.
It's visionaries, isn't it, Julia and Andy? It's visionaries
Absolutely.
that are catching it and saying, you know what, there is more to this.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Yeah.
Definitely.
So Andy, we go back to to become a founder while the doors are still open. It's $97 USA. Now, can you kind of expand for us the value of that $97? Because people think, well, what am I getting for $97? I mean, you can't buy anything anymore.
Okay, well, again, let's put it this way. If you went, I went to a a marketing guru to try and, when I was trying to put these leads together, I wanted to find out how much it was going to cost me to do the advertising, how much it was going to cost me to put the sales funnel together, with the autoresponder together, with the Facebook ad and the capture page, etc. And the guy said, I'll do the lot for 25 grand, but I keep the data. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not paying that. Sorry. So let's putting that into perspective. You have got all of these elements for you for the $97. Okay. And again, most people go, that's way too good to be true. Take time, listen in, watch the webinars, see for yourself. But what he's saying in effect is, and again, this is absolute genius. The more I look at it and the more I understand about it, the more I realize why he's done it this way. So you've got ONPASSIVE that creates for you a business that, let's say, would normally cost $20,000. Okay, still a lot of money. Instead of it costing you $20,000, ONPASSIVE has taken the burden of $19,900 of those dollars under its wing. So you only have to pay the $100. Great. Okay. So what do I get for that $100? Well, actually, you get everything. But by the way, because we're going to build your group for you and we're going to help you expand and get more customers on, you're going to pay a monthly subscription. So if you like, you pay that 20,000 over a period of time to build that business. But, and here's the kicker, when the company takes on 3 new customers for you, it becomes free. So you still only pay $97 and potentially up to another $250 or potentially $300 that 1 month, one time. Yeah, because if you think about it, in the first month, we're going to have this massive influx of customers. They've already done 1 million opt-ins and it took them 4 days. These people are interested in these products. They'll go straight on. Okay, so we've got, that's two customers for every founder for a start. And that's potentially in 4 or 5 days. So, you know, and as I said, when they did that test, that was without using the AI technology. So God knows how long it would take with the AI technology involved. So in effect, you've got this all-in-one package, this total business system for $97. And as I said, the genius behind this is the way he structured it, insofar as the company creates a revenue. Now it's like, I've owned investment funds over the years. We've set up and run investment funds, and it's always best to have, you know, 50,000 clients that invest 10,000 as opposed to one client that invests 50 million. Because if he decides to move his money, the fund goes folds. Yeah. So when you've got already, think about it, we've got 585,000 customers, because we all become customers and resellers at the end of the day, and those 585,000 will be paying first month one time 250 or 300 or whatever the fee is. Okay, so we're on this unicorn status straight away. But the next lot of customers come in, they're there to buy the products. They're there because they want to use those products. And over time, and this is where it becomes real genius, over a very short period of time, the cost of using those products becomes free to the companies that are using it. Now, how many of them are going to move? None. Yeah, exactly. Zero. So again, when you go back to the longevity point of view, this company is in it for the long haul, and every single customer that comes on board is going to go, hold on a minute, I'm getting paid to use these products. How does that work? It is absolutely mind-boggling. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and they also have the option to become a reseller afterwards. Yeah. So I mean, it's just
win-win.
It was, I think it's Red that did that came out with a point that said they will have another wallet that basically said you could have earned this month X amount. Genius. Yeah, genius. Oh, what do I have to do? Quick, sign me up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I love it.
It's brilliant. Yeah. A
That's awesome.
virtual wallet.
Brilliant.
That's absolutely genius.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
great.
Yes. So do you have anything else, Julia?
I think that's it. I know that we have a Q&A, corporate Q&A coming up. So, and you're on the panel. So we're looking forward to that. And that's the public is actually welcome to that as well. But Andy, that not only are you funny, you are a
Really?
wealth of information, and we really enjoyed our time with you today. Come back anytime.
Oh,
Brilliant. I really loved it. Thanks, ladies.
brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us. We sure appreciate your time.
No
Absolutely
problem.
do.
So
Thanks
all
for
the best
inviting
to
me.
you, and we will see you
You too.
around.
Look forward
Absolutely.
to it.
Take care of
Okay.
yourself.
Well, that is brilliant. That really is.
It is.
You know,
And
we get done these, and I just every time I just
Yeah.
want to sit back in my chair and sip a glass of wine and
Happy dance. But also it's very simple. They simplify it to the point where myself, but I don't like the technical stuff. It's just very simple, very easy, and yeah, they're a wealth of information, especially the people from the leadership committee or the council or from the UK. I just have a great time talking to them every single time.
yeah, it's just wonderful. It's amazing. So we want to encourage you guys. If you haven't heard a lot about ONPASSIVE, please go visit our website. The company website is onpassive.com. You can also join myself or Julia. We have YouTube pages. You can find me on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, the whole gram.
Keep going.
And Grow Wealth Together is where you can find me. And Julia?
And myself, I also go by the name of AJ. So you might see me on Facebook as AJ Lancaster with the Julia in the middle. So either AJ or Julia. And again, I'm the same as Tyra. I have all the social media. And if you have any questions, by all means, give us a call or give us a message, I should say. I'm at AJ Internet Solutions.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's awesome. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. We sure appreciate it. Enjoy our pages, enjoy our information. Please give us your interaction. We would love to hear from you. And if you are new and you're hearing this for the first time, please, we highly recommend you look into it because it is an opportunity beyond a lifetime, really.
And go back to the person who actually invited you here today. We have integrity, and we are a very ethical company. I should say we are. I don't know about that, but anyways, we are a very ethical company. So please go back to the person who invited you here and subscribe to our YouTube video where the replay will be today a little bit later. Take care of yourselves. Nice to see you again.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye for now.